I gotta be honest, the women have been the best thing happening on Monday Night Raw as of lately, and I absolutely love it. Now, don't get me wrong, I do appreciate what they've been doing with the men there, okay? I like that they have LA Knight and Penta on TV on a week-to-week basis, that the Usos got back together. Who don't love seeing that? I love seeing that. And we also got seeds planted at the possible heel turn of Jey Uso, which has been pretty intriguing in my personal opinion. But even in saying all of that, the women have been killing it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to give you 3 examples to support why I feel this way. But before we get into that conversation, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. I would love to hear what you have to say in the comment section. Let's get into this. Let's just start off with the most obvious person at this current time, and that is Becky Lynch. She is literally the most entertaining and the best champion on the main roster right now. I don't care what brand you pick. I don't care what championship you pick. I don't care what champion you pick. She is levels above whatever anyone else has going on right now. Now, before she even became IC champion, she single-handedly saved and even elevated the title, the division, and the champion at that time in Lyra Valkyria. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big Lyra fan. She is really, really talented. I would be lying if I said that she didn't benefit a lot out of Becky's involvement in this whole situation. And this is kind of what you want your veterans to do. You want them to get in a feud with a younger star to put them in position to potentially be a star in the future. And I think Becky Lynch definitely did that, and Lyra Valkyria definitely benefited from this whole situation. Now, if we fast forward to one of the most exciting returns by a WWE superstar who will keyword consistently be on TV in AJ Lee. Most of us didn't think this was going to happen, but after 10 years, WWE found a way to make it happen. And now this leads up to a feud between AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, which is honestly the hottest feud right now on the main roster. And yes, if they would have kept this between CM Punk and Seth Rollins as we've seen in the past, this would have been entertaining just off of the pure pettiness and the hatred the two men have for one another. But by adding the wives to this equation, it makes this feel so fresh, which is something I feel like WWE so desperately need in their current state, is something just feeling fresh, something feeling brand new. Now, personally, I feel like that this feud going into WrestlePalooza, because they're going to have a mixed tag match there, this has been the most interesting build-up for a WrestlePalooza match. And this is the first time we'll get a married couple or 2 married couples in a mixed tag match on a PLE that will be on ESPN. So I'm looking forward to see what's happening in this match, how AJ Lee will fare in the ring since she hasn't had a match in a decade, but also trying to see what type of storyline they could chalk up in order to have a AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch feud, which we all know is going to lead up to a IC championship match. And I think that AJ Lee is definitely going to take that title. The next thing that's been brewing up that I'm very intrigued in is this split personality story they got going on with Bayley. We've seen a couple of videos where she seemingly is resisting the urge to turn into the Green Goblin, where you hear the heel Bayley and you hear the hugger Bayley both talking to her, trying to fight over control over her mind. And the reason why this is entertaining is because with this character, you don't know what Bayley is going to do next, and more importantly, she don't even know what she's going to do next. So WWE has a unique opportunity to have a character that will be on TV on a week-to-week basis, to where we don't know what's going to happen next. What they do next will be very unexpectedly, and if they do it the right way, this can be so great for Bayley. And with Lyra being Bayley's friend, or at least her teammate, how will this affect her? Will she stand with Bayley as a friend and help her through these ebbs and flows mentally to deal with this whole situation? Or will Lyra turn heel out of frustration and running out of patience because this person keeps going back and forth mentally without any rhyme or reason or morals, and is affecting her too much? It's going to be interesting to see how this whole thing turns out, and I think this is going to be a great thing for Bayley. And my final example is the storyline between Io Sky, Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Rhea Ripley. Now, side note, I love that Asuka comes on the screen with the drunken auntie who ruins the family party vibes, okay? It is very entertaining to me. It is hilarious. But all jokes aside, Asuka's jealousy of Io Sky's friendship with Rhea Ripley is very basic and completely out of the blue, but I think it's a great way to keep Kairi Sane and Asuka on TV on a week-to-week basis without just throwing them in these random tag matches for seemingly no reason and has no benefit in doing so at all. But now we have this match between Io Sky and Stephanie Valkyrie at WrestlePalooza for the vacant second Women's World Championship. So it makes you wonder, how will Kairi and Asuka get involved in this match if they do? We all know that this is going to turn into a tag match between Rhea and Io versus Asuka and Kairi Sane, and inevitably lead up to Io Sky versus Asuka, which I personally would love to see that match. But anyway, these are my quick points as to why I feel like the women are really killing it on Monday Night Raw. If you agree or disagree or have other examples to help my thesis, let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Salute, peace, have a great day.